So me, I don't have some cute sort of inspirational hero's journey story of like growing up with cameras from like 3 years old or anything like that. To be honest, my story is actually pretty shitty. It's pretty heavy. 16 years ago, at 21 years of age, I lost my mum to cancer. And then literally a few days after that, I suffered a really bad accident, smashed up my leg, like really brutally, and spent about 6 months in rehab and a few weeks in hospital. And that was actually like a pretty super dark time for me. And it was during that recovery that my dad was awesome enough to buy me my first camera. And literally the minute I got it, I fell in love. And I think that I just poured all of that emotion and sort of energy and probably discontent that I had at that time into that craft. And I'm, incredibly grateful. And I think very lucky that I found it at that time. I was actually pretty lost before I found filmmaking. I didn't really have a passion in the world, and I certainly hadn't found anything that I really could define as interesting enough or exciting enough to, make it a career. I like computers and sort of IT and things like that, but there was nothing that had really, struck a chord in my heart to the point where I was like, this is what I'm going to do. And when I think back on it now, it's really kind of weird, how everything just it felt like it just sort of happened to me during that time. I was very lucky to have Dad still. He's been a constant guide and mentor to me my entire life, as most dads are. Dads are awesome. Go dads. I think it was really good to have him there sort of guiding me in business and helping me understand the value in what I was creating at that time while I sort of noodled around kind of trying to be creative, I guess. I don't think creativity is like this inherent skill. Like if you don't have it, then, God forbid, you want to have an idea one day because it's never going to happen. That's not reality. That's not the real world at all. I think creativity is really something that is learned. And I think particularly creativity is something that happens when you think, and I think everybody has that ability. It's just a matter of sort of tapping into it. So, I do find it kind of strange that people think that, creatives are this different breed. I think realistically, creatives are more a breed of people that perhaps just found an affinity to that idea or that process of coming up with ideas and thinking about things. And I think anyone who knows me will probably attest to the fact that I'm probably one of the best overthinkers there is, to my detriment, no doubt. Now for me, my craft is my passion. And I think I'm very lucky in that it's still also very much an exploration. Every time we go out, it's always looking for something different or looking for something unique. And I'm also very cognizant and honored by the fact that generally that's why our clients come to us, because they've seen our work, they recognize that, and they want that something different. They want that something unique for their brand. They want to see what happens when we turn the lens upon their life, upon their story or their business or their information or their products. That is a constant honor. When somebody looks at what you do and says, you know what, that's just right for me, and they're excited to explore that with us and open up the doors and tell the stories, that's like being given an inside track to someone's life and experiences in such a way that, hey, come look at this, come experience this with me, and then please tell my story to the world. I want you to do that for us. That is an honor any day of the week.